All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. Huge breaking NFL news. It just came out like a minute ago here. Adam Schefter of ESPN is reporting that the Miami Dolphins have found their next head coach. It's former OC of the San Francisco 49ers, Mike McDaniel. 38 years old. McDaniel, I would say, is known most across the league and by fans as being a Shanahan guy, working all these years in a West Coast system. Okay, so I'm assuming that's going to be the exact system that he brings over, much like the New York Jets did with Robert Saleh and, of course, Mike LaFleur. But, man, looking at Mike McDaniel, this is a well-regarded guy, not just in the San Francisco 49ers organization, but across the league. People love this guy. Supposedly, players gravitate towards McDaniel. He's relatable, personable, charismatic. Guys like McDaniel. He is not some pain in the butt to work with, if you know what I mean. He doesn't have that Adam Gase vibe at all. He doesn't have that dictator mentality, not in the least, okay? But here's my issue, okay? I don't like talking about an issue when I'm talking about, coaching hire, but what is happening with Ross, the owner? Like, this whole firing Brian Flores first and foremost was strange as it is. How should I word it? What's the expectation for McDaniel? Because Brian Flores, man, this guy, to me, he was a good coach. Was he elite, a top 5 guy? No. Did he have this tremendous playoff success? No, but I felt like he was getting the Dolphins going in the right direction. He struggled, obviously, offensively, developing a quarterback, constantly swapping in different OCs. But, man, as far as like a win-loss, the win-loss statistic is concerned, like Flores he's a pretty good coach. A lot of teams would love to have a guy in Brian Flores. So what's the expectation for McDaniel? Is it to take this team over the top and get to the playoffs next season? Because this Dolphins team is not like Jacksonville. It is not like, the New York Jets or, one of these teams picking in the top 3. Nothing like that. This Dolphins team has talent. Are they completely filled at every single position? No, they definitely still need some help here and there. But this Dolphins team, man, they came off a pretty good season. It was just they started off really, really, really slow. So, again, what's the expectation here? And then, of course, we have the whole Brian Flores lawsuit, alleging that Ross was doing something which I think is personally, despicable, especially if you're an NFL owner, but trying to bribe your head coach to lose games on purpose to tank. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look at all. So now Mike McDaniel's stepping into a situation with a lot of turbulence around it. Will he have really high expectations? What's happening with this Brian Flores lawsuit? Will Ross have to sell the team and, new ownership will take over? There's a lot of question marks here, but I'll say this for the Dolphins fans. Mike McDaniel, as far as just X's and O's, as far as his personality is concerned, I think he was going to be a head coach at some point, sooner rather than later. If not this season, he was probably going to be one next season. So I felt like, from just looking at McDaniel as a coach, the Dolphins did a really, really good job here. Okay, and you could even make the argument that the Dolphins knocked it out of the park because with all this stuff going on, they still managed to land a really, really, really good candidate, a really smart candidate, capable guy for the job. So it's going to be interesting for sure. And the last point I do want to throw in there, yes, we have the New England Patriots, Bill Belichick. Yes, we have the Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott. But the Jets and the Dolphins now, it's going to be really, really interesting to see these two teams play one another moving forward. Because obviously we play twice a season. But look, if these are back-to-back or, the same exact offenses here, it's going to be, we are truly going to find out who the brighter coach is going to be, Mike LaFleur or Mike McDaniel. The funny thing with Mike McDaniel here is that he's going to be going up against Robert Saleh's defense. Okay, so it's tough. That whole matchup is going to be extremely, extremely interesting because we didn't get to see a Jets-Niners matchup this year. But look, we're going to be playing the Dolphins twice next year, of course, and should be a lot of fun. Anyway, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Mike McDaniel to the Dolphins, next head coach. Wow, crazy. Thanks so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.